This is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon. In the same week, a new airline announced flights out of SRQ. Another airline is canceling a flight. Elite Airways will stop service to and from Pittsburgh. The move comes after Allegiant Air said it will offer that route beginning in April. According to a press release by Elite, passengers with tickets to Pittsburgh will be notified and fully refunded.
The cost structure and the competition level just made the decision of Elite to pull out of Pittsburgh before they even went into Pittsburgh and incurred all those costs because they felt they wouldn't be able to compete against a carrier the size and scope of Allegiant.
Elite originally announced plans for the Pittsburgh to Sarasota route in December, and it was supposed to start just in time for spring training in Bradenton for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fans of the Pirates will have to wait until next year for nonstop flight to the Suncoast. Allegiant's Pittsburgh route won't start until spring training is over. Planned Parenthood expanding its services for the area's transgender community, the healthcare organization to offer transgender hormone therapy. It's available to those under the age of 18 now. Planned Parenthood has been providing transgender hormone replacement therapy since October of 2016, but up until now that was only for those 18 and older.
We had a lot of parents actually reach out to us wanting to get care for their for the young people in their lives. So we decided that it was time for us to expand the care we were providing to minors.
For years, the reality has been a lot of folks and a lot of our youth have needed to go to Tampa or even Orlando for medical care. So being able to find good care here in our community is a good thing.
Planned Parenthood reminding potential patients that if you are under the age of 18, you need to get permission from a parent to utilize those services. A new middle school will be added to the growing Lakewood Ranch community that will serve more than 1,000 students. The County Commission in Manatee County approving the construction next to B.D. Gullett Elementary. Two of the middle schools in that area are above capacity right now, which triggers the need for a new school. Set to open in August of next year, and the county is accepting name suggestions. The Bradenton Riverwalk is expanding. The city is asking now for some feedback on that. The Riverwalk will expand eastward along the shoreline of the Manatee River between 9th Street East and 14th Street East around Manatee Memorial Hospital. Realize Bradenton will collect ideas and recommendations for the park and will take them into consideration for the final design. If you would like your ideas to be considered, you can complete a short survey by February 13th. Just visit realizebradenton.com/expansion and click on the Participate section. To check now on our weather, Wendy Rawson today for John, and again, as we've had just about all day or all week, is a foggy start.
And so you can barely see as you're heading out the door. You know, sometimes you have to just give yourself a little bit of extra time. We had dense fog alerts up until about noon today for boaters especially. And now we're not looking at the fog so much as we are the cloudy weather and the rain. So that band of rain is now beginning to hit the shoreline just to our north, and we're going to start to see these showers. It's imminent. And as you can see, there are also some isolated bands of thunderstorms embedded in this larger band of rain that's going to be coming on through. So we're looking at these showers coming on in the next hour or so. You may already be experiencing some of this rain. Very light rains initially, but they could get a little bit heavier as the day wears on. So we're expecting the thunderstorms to come through between 3 and 5 o'clock this afternoon, and it will be windy. We're already starting to see the winds pick up, and as you can see, that front is going to pass us by, and we'll let you know what we can expect for this weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, Wendy, thank you. 2 heroin overdoses in Punta Gorda leads to the arrest of suspected narcotics dealers. Charles and Christopher Andre have been arrested in connection with 2 overdoses yesterday because of the close proximity to each other and the similar drug used. Charlotte County's Sheriff's Narcotics Unit began an investigation which led them to the house. A search warrant led them to several hundred grams of meth, cocaine, marijuana, and other drugs. Meantime, Governor Scott has declared a public health crisis in Florida related to rising deaths due to opioid abuse. Intense fallout from President Trump's reported vulgar and offensive comments about immigrants in the Oval Office. The president now responding to that, and a top Democrat who was in the meeting is speaking out as well. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington.
President Trump reacting to his reported use of a vulgar slur during an Oval Office meeting with lawmakers who are working on an immigration deal. Multiple sources tell ABC News the president was angry when he learned the deal would include protections for immigrants from African countries and Haiti, reportedly saying, "Why are we having all these people from expletive countries come here?" This morning, Trump tweeted, "The language used by me at the DACA meeting was tough, but this was not the language used." Another tweet, "Never said anything derogatory about Haitians other than Haiti is obviously a very poor and troubled country. Never said take them out, made up by Dems." The one Democrat in that Oval Office meeting called the president's denial a lie.
It is not true. He said these hate-filled things, and he said them repeatedly. It was a heartbreaking moment.
Thank you very much. Great honor. Thank you.
Days after Trump welcomed the Norwegian Prime Minister, sources say the president suggested the U.S. should bring in more immigrants from countries like Norway. Trump's tweets came more than 12 hours after the White House did not deny the offensive comments, saying the president wants to welcome immigrants who can contribute to our society, grow our economy, and assimilate into our great nation. Fallout overseas and at home. Haitian American and GOP Congresswoman Mia Love called the comments unkind, divisive, elitist, and fly in the face of our nation's values. The president's comments come as lawmakers work on a bipartisan deal to protect the Dreamers and boost border security. Trump tweeted calling a possible Senate deal, quote, "a big step backwards." Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
The voter registration deadline is approaching for people that live in District 72 of North Sarasota. The last day to register to be eligible to vote in that district's special election is next Tuesday. New voter registration applications must be completed, signed, and returned in person or postmarked by Tuesday. Applications can also be submitted online at registertovoteflorida.gov. The State House election is set for February 13th. ABC 7 business commentator Jeff Stern joins us now with a check on Wall Street. And Jeff, how are we doing this week on Wall Street so far?
Scott, so far about 1% for all around the board, S&P, Dow, as well as the NASDAQ. So far for the year, 3.5% for the Dow and the S&P 500. NASDAQ's about 4.5% in the positive. And as you mentioned, this is the first full week. We know the 10-year Treasury's trading around 2.59. Ticking up just a little bit. Oil is actually 63.25, so that's moved up as well. Big banks came out with earnings. JP Morgan, they actually said earnings were down 37%, but that's due to the new tax part. They had a write-down of $2.4 billion. If you take that out, earnings were down only 1%, but JP Morgan is trading up. I woke up this morning, the futures were positive. Let's see how we're currently trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 187 points, 25,762, up 0.75%. NASDAQ positive 7,245, up 34 points, almost 0.5%. S&P positive as well, 2,779, up 12 points, 0.42 in the positive.
Looks like a good day so far. Let's talk about Walmart then, Jeff. They've been in the news this week. They're raising the minimum wage of workers, but there's some negative news on Sam's Club as well.
That is correct, Scott, and they didn't want you to hear about the Sam's Club. They said $11 minimum wage, everyone's going to get a $1,000 bonus, new parental and marital policy as far as having children, so all positive. What they didn't say was Sam's Clubs. They're closing 63 stores. That's pretty big. 12 of them are actually going to go to fulfillment center. As we know, they're trying to compete with Amazon, but they didn't want anybody to know that, and they say it's going to cut about 10,000 jobs just in those Sam's Club. Seems like many feel that this news was positive, and it was positive, but at the same time, today you have to be open and honest with the public because everybody's going to find out what's going on, and nobody likes to hear via Twitter or whatever the case is that you're closing stores when actually Walmart did not come out and say that. Walmart, as we know, owns Sam's. It's Sam Walton. That was the name, and so Sam's is the wholesale club, which they are closing stores. We'll see how it's going to affect the stock. So far, it's trading around $101. It's up a point today, and it's really, Walmart's been on a tear. A year ago, it was trading at $67. So far, it hasn't hurt the company's stock, but we'll pay attention and see what these fulfillment centers are going to be, Scott.
And for now, we should mention that the Sam's Club in Sarasota is not one of those to be closing.
I heard that,
yeah.
So that's good news for all you Sam Club members.
All right. Jeff, thanks so much.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a new trend among teenagers turning deadly. We'll show you why you might want to start hiding laundry detergent pods. And 3 new products designed to help babies sleep better are premiering this week. We'll show you what they can do when we come back. Stay with us.
The ABC 7 Stock Report is brought to you by Sunset Cadillac.
My name is Stephen Jaffe. The law firm's name is Farmer Jaffe. One of the beautiful things about Julius is he's always smiling, and it becomes infectious. The fact that Julius has a disability has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of work that he's done. Just a great person you want on your staff.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
It's time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit goboatingflorida.com for more information.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
It's time to go boating, but first, don't miss the 17th annual Charlotte County Boat Show, January 11th to the 14th at the Charlotte County Fairgrounds. Show admission is free and on-site parking is only $5. January 11th through the 14th. Visit goboatingflorida.com for more information.
Well, you can see it looks like a cold, raw winter's day out there. The problem is temperatures are in the 70s right now, but we have all of those clouds and the rain coming on in. It's just sitting right off of our doorstep, and we've got plenty of cloud cover out there, and all of this is coming through as a result of a cold front that's making its entrance into the state of Florida for just in time for this weekend. So we are expecting to see the rain moving through, the possibility of thunderstorms a little bit later on. It's already breezy. It's going to be cooler as well. We've had some fog along the coastline, and that's beginning to recede. We're starting to see a little bit better visibility at this hour, but what we are also going to be experiencing are strong winds that are going to be coming on through as a result of the cold front. We could even see gusts of up to 22 miles per hour later on as this band of rain gets ready to come on in. And here it is. You can see it's already affecting our areas to the north. From the Tampa Bay region northward, we are seeing all of these showers. The isolated thunderstorm is embedded in this broad band of rain, and this is all heralding the cold front that is going to be coming on through. We're going to start to see colder temperatures tonight across the panhandle of Florida, and eventually it's all going to be making its way down across our region. So right now we are starting to see the showers affecting the Sunshine Skyway Bridge, and we're going to begin to get the rains first around Holmes Beach and Longboat Key. We'll see some of those showers up in Anna Maria, and then we're eventually going to get them coming on through and sweeping across Manatee, Sarasota, Charlotte counties. That's what's going to be taking place for the rest of the day. So our chances for rain and thunderstorms will climb to about a 70% chance later on, and then once that band of rain moves on through, we are going to be left with gorgeous sky conditions in time for this weekend and on into the work week, and the holiday on Monday will also experience some beautiful sky conditions. Now, we pay a price with all of this because we are going to be seeing some of these thunderstorms. They'll be affecting the entire state throughout the day today. By tomorrow, all of this is going to be gone. And right now, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s under mostly cloudy skies. And the dew point is high. The humidity is also high. Those winds already steady at 20 miles per hour coming in out of the south. That's helping to keep those temperatures elevated because the sky is cloudy right now, so we're not expecting to see things warming up much more. But overnight tonight, we'll be seeing our temperatures dropping down into the 50s, and you can see that colder weather already beginning to make an introduction into the northern part of the state before it moves here. So this is what it looks like over the next several days for this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, temperature highs only in the 60s with overnight lows in the 40s. So it's going to be chilly once again. Scott?
All right, Whitney, thank you so much. In today's Health Smart, parents should be aware of a dangerous new online trend that could have some deadly consequences. Teens are taking Tide laundry pods and then putting them in their mouths. This comes as the American Association of Poison Control Center reports there's been a steep spike in the number of cases of teens misusing laundry pods just in the first 11 days of this year. Less than 2 weeks into 2018, there are 40 cases so far and counting. Medical professionals warning this trend is very dangerous.
Teens, trying to be funny, are now putting themselves in danger by ingesting this poisonous substance.
They would get very sick very rapidly. They get very drowsy, significant loss of consciousness.
Tide's parent company Procter & Gamble telling ABC News, quote, "Nothing is more important to us than the safety of the people who use our products. They should not be played with, whatever the circumstance is, even if it is meant as a joke." A device to help the legally blind see, premiering this week at the Electronics Convention in Las Vegas. It's called eSight. The company says the eyewear has a high-speed, high-definition camera. The video feed is enhanced and displayed on 2 screens in front of the user's eyes. The company says the video images are extremely clear and have virtually no lag. A Dutch startup says it has found a way to help babies sleep better. Hugsy has developed 3 products, all designed to comfort babies and toddlers. The Hugsy Heartbeat is a smart heartbeat recording device. It can record a mother's heartbeat and then reproduce that sound in vibration for the baby. The Hugsy Cuddle can be used along with the Hugsy Heartbeat. The device fits inside the stuffed bear's head, and then the Hugsy Pouch is a swaddling blanket used to support kangaroo care cuddle sessions. The company is also developing products that can be used in hospitals to help premature babies. Time now to check in with ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, who's joining us live today from Brick's Smoked Meats on State Street in downtown Sarasota. Hi, Judy.
Hi there, Scott. And I got to tell you, Scott, I thought of you right away because I'm sitting here in front of all this glorious food with an awesome new hamburger, racks of ribs, so much more. And I know this is your kind of food, so I owe you lunch out. Sure enough, we're right here on State Street at Brick's Smoked Meats. The building is gorgeous. We're going to talk to the general manager, Stephen, in a few minutes about some of the authentic items that they have right here. And behind me, Big Red, one of the biggest, most powerful smokers. But it all goes back to the old saying of the Brotherhood of the Q: salt, pepper, wood, and thyme. We're going to bring you all that in just a few minutes when we come back right here at Brick's Smoked Meats in downtown Sarasota on State Street.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile, and in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone. Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
Because my parents told me I have to be responsible.
Because my first coach told me, you can do this.
Because my boss showed me how to do a good job.
Because my teacher helped me see the choices.
I'm swimming faster than I ever dreamed.
I am a valuable employee.
I discovered that I could work as an artist.
I will be whatever I want to be.
Youth with disabilities should grow up expecting to work and succeed. For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, restaurant guide, and more. Go to mysuncoast.com/dining.
Oh, I'm having so much fun with Marsha Panucci and Charlie and all the birds. We're going to the birds is what we're doing. Marsha Panucci, the founder of Dante's Den and the host of Animal Outtakes, is here. No, Charlie, come back.
Well, Charlie likes to just sit in the palm of your hand. And yeah. Now, Charlie is a cockatiel. And he is part of the cockatoo family, which apparently he likes my arm.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, and up he goes. And I'm definitely gone to the birds.
Yes,
here we are.
Now. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, and you know, they love hair, they love earrings,
Yes.
and they're chirping in my ears. But little Charlie, being a cockatiel, has a life expectancy of about 20 years, Wendy.
Okay.
And he is up for adoption with Birds of Paradise, but we figure him to be...
Yeah, Charlie's on
So, yeah, about this side.
Yeah.
We figure him to be somewhere between 10 and 12 years of age, so he's got quite a bit of life left to go.
Wonderful.
And, you know, he's not a talker, he's a whistler.
Oh, listen, you can hear him.
Yes, so he's just
stop.
whistling in. Yes, I know. You talk about this. Yes.
Birds make good companions. So
I think they make wonderful companions, and you know the best part is if you don't want to, because you and I know about this, you don't have to walk them.
True that. Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
kinda nice.
Well,
Yeah, okay,
yes,
we're getting to you.
absolutely.
We're getting
Now
to you.
Skittles here.
Skittles.
Skittles is a sun conure. And this is part of the parrot family. So now we can expect a much longer life expectancy, perhaps around 30 plus years of age. But look at the coloring on this gorgeous bird. Now, because Skittles is part of the parrot family, he can learn to speak.
Okay.
He does not have a vocabulary yet, so you would start fresh.
Oh, how
and
fun.
that to me would be absolutely fun.
Wouldn't that be fun? And I just want to make sure that you know how you can get these birds adopted.
Yes.
So there's a number that you can call. This is our Pet of the Week segment, Birds of Paradise, 727-366-9997. And you can find out about Charlie, and you can find out about Skittles.
Absolutely. And of course, they'll take your application and they'll interview you and and they'll speak to you. And then, you know, I think this looks absolutely wonderful, Wendy.
I do.
Take them both home.
Yes, what more can you say?
That's why we have two shoulders.
Well, we're going to pass this over now to
Are
Miss
we?
Judy. Yes, Judy
okay.
Gallagher, and she's over at Bricks Smoked Meats. And so we're going to go and say, hello, Judy.
Well, hello. You can teach that bird to say really awesome food. We're back here at Bricks Smoked Meats, and we're here with Stephen, the general manager. Stephen, tell us a little bit about the history of Bricks and what it stands for.
Well, Bricks started in Sarasota. We were at the farmers market, and just through a process of being there and having a great reputation, a couple of people got together and we made this beautiful restaurant. So here we are now. We opened on May 16th of 17, so not quite a year yet. And we're doing the same thing we've always been doing.
It's so good. And you've added a few things, which we'll get to with Chef Keith in a few minutes. But I know you have a full bar here, and you've gone to full table service, which is really good for people to talk about. And we need to talk about this big beauty of smoke.
Yeah, of course. This is our smoked Manhattan. So it's Maker's Mark and then Carpano Vermouth, and we do a little bit of smoking action on it, where we do this in-house with one of our smoking guns. So we serve it at the table just like this, and we take it off.
That.
A beautiful presentation. It adds a little bit of that smoky flavor to the cocktail itself, but it's more of an aroma to it. Beautiful drink. People love it.
Now, this is tailgating time where people are getting ready for the big games, and for me, I'm starting to watch the college basketball momentum as the pre comes up. This is a great place to enjoy music and watch sports, but you also do a lot of outside catering and tailgating. Let's talk about that.
We do a ton of catering, and we do all sorts of different styles of catering, from pick it up here for bulk orders to we'll take it to a wedding and decorate your table. Right now for the college football season and for Super Bowl, we're doing a tailgate pack, which includes some pulled pork, so you can make sliders, a Trinity, which is similar to what we have on here, which is some cold dips, pimento cheese, guacamole, Lone Star caviar with chicken wings in there, and we put it all in one box, one price. You come and you pick it up and take it with you, and you got everything you need to have a nice little college basketball or sports party or Super Bowl.
And I got to tell you, you did some catering for me over Hanukkah, and it was so good that by the time everybody left and I went to get my brisket, it was already gone. Let's talk a little bit about happy hour.
Happy hour every single day here at Bricks from 2 to 7. So we take $2 off any of our specialty cocktails, $5 draft beers, and then $5 tap wines as well, our house wines.
I got to tell you, you can munch out big time and enjoy some great things during happy hour. But there's so much more to come, so stay with us. We're going to talk to Chef Keith, and we're going to talk about all the great food that's on the table. Stephen, thanks so much.
Thank you.
My name is Stefan Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been arrested in the state of Florida, the state attorney's office is already working on your prosecution. It's time to work on your defense. So give us a call. We've got your back.
Our nation's servicemen and women show great courage and leadership, both on and off the battlefield. When they transition to civilian life, they can apply the skills and values they learned in the military to the workplace. That's why the Coalition to Salute America's Heroes is urging employers everywhere to be smart, bet on a vet. Hiring a veteran is also a great way to show your appreciation for them. To learn more, call 1-888-44-SALUTE.
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish! In your face, in your face, in
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Florida Studio Theater presents the 8-time Tony Award winner Once, held over by popular demand. Captivating and breathtaking, Once is an unforgettable story about going for your dreams and the power of music to connect us all. Critics are calling Once engaging and heartwarming, outstanding, and a flawless production. Audiences are calling it phenomenal and better than Broadway. Once must close January 19th. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting FloridaStudioTheater.org.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
When it comes to drinking, what do you think moderation is? The U.S. Dietary Guidelines define moderation as up to 1 drink a day for women and up to 2 drinks a day for men. So what's a drink? The guidelines say a drink equals 12 ounces of beer, 5 ounces of wine, or a cocktail with 1.5 ounces of distilled spirits. Each contains the same amount of alcohol. Like to learn more? Visit drinkinmoderation.org.
Army National Guard soldiers serve to give back to their country and their community. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for benefits such as health and life insurance, education benefits, and retirement and VA home loan benefits. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. Several local performers will be inducted tomorrow into the Sarasota Circus Ring of Fame. Among the big names being immortalized, Chucko the Clown, also known in real life as Chuck Sidlow. The Philadelphia native has been clowning around all of his life. After he moved to Sarasota 20 years ago, Sidlow helped create Circus Sarasota and the Laughter Unlimited program. He says he's thrilled about tomorrow's induction.
It's overwhelming. It's more than humbling, and it's the greatest honor to have the opportunity to continue the legacy of my heroes that have already been inducted.
Sidlow, one of several people or groups being inducted tomorrow. The ceremony will begin at 2 p.m. at St. Armand's Circle. 5 restaurants in Sarasota being recognized as tops in the state. Florida Trend Magazine honoring them with the Golden Spoon Award. Those restaurants include Indigenous, Libby's Cafe and Bar, Mosaic, The Shore Diner, and Table Creekside. Well, you've heard of Coffee with a Cop. This morning it was Coffee with a Commissioner in downtown Sarasota. Sarasota Vice Mayor Liz Albert met with constituents at a coffee shop on 2nd Street right near City Hall. A handful of residents showed up to talk to Albert about a variety of issues. Albert told the group she's been amazed at the level of citizen involvement at every level since she first moved here from the Bay Area.
I was on my condo board. Nobody came to our condo board. Nobody. We just would have our boardrooms and came to Sarasota, got on my condo board. I mean, 50 people come to the meeting.
Everybody's there.
Exactly.
Albert is the District 2 City Commissioner and was also appointed Vice Mayor just a few months ago. Let's get another check on our weather. Wendy Ross in for John today, and we've got some rain coming.
We do have some rain coming, and there's the possibility of some isolated thunderstorms as well, and that would take place a little bit later on, but it's right on our doorstep as we speak. So we're starting to see those showers coming in, and most of the rain now is beginning to affect parts of Manatee County. You can see just touching the coastline right now, and embedded in some of this broad band of rain are some isolated thunderstorms. So there is the possibility we could see that a little bit later on this afternoon. In the meantime, once this frontal system comes on through, we are going to see some big changes in time for this weekend. But right now, we just have to get through all of this wind and rain, and keep in mind that small craft advisories are in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon for boaters, but things are going to be clearing out, and we'll be talking about what's coming in just a few minutes.
All right, Wendy, thank you. A violent fallout to Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. There have already been 32 murders in the first few weeks of this new year. That number is double the amount killed over the same period last year. Power outages, financial hardship, and a lack of police protection due to a pay dispute are blamed for the surge in part. Plus, a turf war is now broken out among drug gangs trying to get territory after the storm. Maria hit the island in September, just a week after Hurricane Irma hit Florida. Now to California, where rescue crews, some working with cadaver dogs, are racing against time to find 5 people still reported missing in the deadly mudslide. So far, 17 people are confirmed dead, including a 3-year-old child. ABC's Alex Stone is in Southern California with more.
Nearly the entire city of Montecito now under a mandatory evacuation order, some 10,000 residents forced to leave their homes, allowing crews complete access to all areas strewn with debris considered dangerous and hazardous. ABC's Matt Gutman is there.
We just found this morning. I want you to listen. That's a gas main. It has been spewing gas here for, I guess, 4 days.
From Montecito to Burbank, the series of mudslides so far destroying or damaging over 500 businesses and homes.
You see this area here with this home and this pool as we fade back to what's left there now. Absolutely nothing.
I've been here for 35, 40 years like you, and this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
At least 17 people are dead, including Rebecca Riskin, her son Robert getting the grim news after days of searching.
I hope that she knows that I was giving everything I could to find her.
Now rescuers and canines are trudging through the sludge, holding out hope they'll find those missing still alive.
We've heard those stories from around the world where people have been missing for 8 days, 9 days, and they were found alive. And we're hoping that we're going to find those people. And those people are out here working very hard to try and make that happen.
Those who have been forced to flee their homes will not be allowed to return until the evacuation orders are lifted. Officials say that might not happen for another 2 weeks. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The Trump administration may have violated federal law by exempting Florida from a plan to expand offshore drilling. That's what Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell is saying. She says the decision to give Florida a last-minute exemption while ignoring other states that made similar requests may have violated requirements of the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act, which governs drilling in U.S. coastal waters. The exemption is also controversial because Florida did not write a formal request to the Interior Department like other states have done. Neighbors near a Venice canal did their part to help some distressed manatees earlier this week. They said they noticed a couple of manatees in a canal that looked stressed. So with the help of FWC and Mote Marine volunteers, they hauled one into a van and sent it to Mote Aquarium for rehab. They said he was okay, but was cold from the water temperature, and his body temperature had dropped. A fisherman that went missing last week in Lake Okeechobee has been found dead. He and his partner crashed during a fishing tournament because of windy and rough conditions. The FWC says the boat hit a wave, knocking the two men over, and only one was found right away. Today, Fish and Wildlife officials say a commercial fishing boat found the other man's body about 2 miles out on the lake. A bill to remove a Confederate statue in the state capitol moving through the Florida House. Florida lawmakers voting to remove the statue of General Edmund Kirby Smith 2 years ago. Yesterday, they voted to replace Smith's statue with one of famed educator Mary McLeod Bethune. Bethune founded Daytona Literary and Industrial Training School, or Negro Girls, as it was called back in 1904. Bethune School eventually became the historically black college, Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach. Earlier, we told you of the famous circus stars that are being inducted into the Ring of Fame this weekend. That ceremony again starts at 2 o'clock tomorrow on St. Armand Circle. And there is a lot of entertainment to choose from this weekend on the Suncoast. ABC 7's Linda Carson has more.
Looking for some thrills that'll take your breath away?
The Manatee County Fair is now open. Come out to the livestock area. This is the area where a goat knocked me down several years ago. It wasn't as friendly as Abby here. Come meet these amazing animals, and there's lots more to see and do.
And we have got exciting rides here on the Midway. We've got wonderful food. And as you see behind me, we've got a wonderful youth livestock program here in Manatee County. We want everyone to come out and enjoy all of the livestock shows. We have more than 600 livestock exhibitors at the fair this year.
The Manatee County Fair, January 11th through 21st.
Darling, stand by me.
Smokey Joe's Cafe opens at the Venice Theater this week.
Smokey Joe's Cafe is a collaboration of some of Leiber and Stoller's songs. Leiber and Stoller were rock and roll music writers, and they wrote a lot of songs that we know, like Jailhouse Rock, Hound Dog. They got to work with Benny King and write Stand By Me.
40 songs woven together to tell a story about returning home.
Coming back to the neighborhood where we were young and starting that journey about love and friendship and moving forward.
Smokey Joe's Cafe at the Venice Theater through February 4th. And they're celebrating Israel's 70th birthday on the Jewish Federation campus this weekend.
They're setting up right now, and all the fun begins on Sunday. Israel supporters of all faiths are invited to the We Love Israel Shuk.
We are having an Israeli shuk, which is basically an open-air market. So we're recreating what you would find in Jerusalem or Tel Aviv. We're going to have vendors, food vendors, jewelry, and a main stage, so you're going to have entertainment too.
Sunday, noon to 5. And Shakespeare in Love opens at the Oslo Rep.
This is the costume Shakespeare wears in Shakespeare in Love. And when you get to know this guy, you'll be surprised at how funny and sexy he really is.
Jordan Brown plays Shakespeare in the show.
It's got everything. It's got humor, it's got romance, it's got drama, it's got a dog, it's got a fantastic child actor, it's got dancing, sword fighting.
At the Oslo Rep through March 28th. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Linda, thank you so much. Let's get back now to ABC 7 Culinary Director Judy Gallagher, who's enjoying lunch today at Brick's Smoked Meats on State Street in downtown Sarasota. I was there just a few weeks ago, Judy, and I loved it.
I know. It's the whole atmosphere, everything about it, Scott. It's spot on. And here is Chef Keith, the man that has put together this amazing menu. And let's just go, dare I say, right into the meat of the situation here.
The heart of Brick's. Right. Over here we have our jalapeno glazed ribs. Cooked to perfection. We don't like them falling off the bone. We like them just to the bite. They're delicious, perfectly cooked ribs, Texas style. Next we have our salt and pepper brisket, smoked for 14 hours. It is prime meat, so it's a prime cut brisket. It's delicious, actually high-end stuff. On that same platter, you'll see our smoked turkey, which was flying out the door over the holidays. It was just flying out the doors. People buy by the pound, buy the whole breast. Wonderful, wonderful holiday.
This is a great addition.
This is great. This is our market brunch sandwich. We serve from 9 to 11 on Saturday mornings when the farmers market is open. It's just this amazing blend of a breakfast bun with our pork bun. So it's got this our smoked pork, as well as some scrambled eggs, and believe it or not, we put pickled onions and barbecue sauce on it, and you think it's crazy, but it's crazy delicious.
It's crazy delicious, and you can get it with a mimosa and a Bloody Mary. And you can come in and buy some meats by the pound. Let's talk about the wings.
Let's talk about the best wings in town. Yeah, we brine them for 24 hours in a brown sugar salt solution, and some other special spices. We smoke them, and then we flash fry them to crisp up that skin. So it's got the crispiness from the flash frying, but the tenderness of the smoke. Wonderful, wonderful. We serve with our spicy barbecue sauce or our famous House Brick's barbecue sauce.
Now, over here, this is one of my favorites because it's shareable and it really tastes so delicious.
Right. This is our Trinity. We do a hot Trinity and our cold Trinity. This is our cold Trinity, and this is a sampling of some of our hors d'oeuvres. You'll see the pimento cheese that he's focusing on now, guacamole, and our Texas caviar, which is black beans, black eyed peas, roasted corn in a lime vinaigrette.
When in Sarasota at an authentic Texas restaurant. Now, this we know is my favorite sandwich.
Everybody knows about this sandwich now. This is our brisket melt. It's got a horseradish crema on it, our 14-hour smoked prime brisket, fried onions, cheddar cheese. It's just an onion poblano. Yeah, get in there, Bart.
I love it.
It's got our onion and poblano saute.
Now, I know we're running out of time, so we have a new burger on the menu, which is outstanding.
Yes, it's an 8-ounce burger, char grilled. This one actually has pimento cheese on there, which is really a great added feature. And you can get whatever toppings you want. This one has the pimento cheese and bacon, pickled onions, pickles, tomatoes. It's been a high seller.
And you offer everything from tacos to beautiful salads. You can get grilled shrimp or turkey on it. There's so much more. All the sides are homemade, custom made. Keith, I got to tell you, buddy.
You're going to eat all this, right, Judy?
Totally. This is Lunch with Chef Judy. I don't want to insult you.
She's going to have to call up.
I'm coming back for dessert in just a few minutes.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
soldiers in the Army National Guard live up to a set of time-honored principles.
I will always place the mission first.
They stand ready to respond to any crisis.
I will never accept defeat.
They serve in their communities as citizens and as soldiers.
I will never quit.
They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Want the latest weather and traffic conditions wherever you go? Introducing ABC7's revolutionary new First Alert weather app. With our state-of-the-art new weather app, you get up-to-the-minute weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, real-time traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download onto all your devices today. Sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
The rain is beginning to move through across our area, and we have the possibility of thunderstorms as well. That'll be taking place a little bit later on this afternoon. It's going to be breezy, which is already happening, and it is also going to be cooler when this cold front moves through. We've seen our visibilities now at around 2.5 miles over portions of the coastal sections, but mostly what we're getting right now is cloud cover that is affecting us. And of course, this is all coming in from that frontal system that's getting ready to move across the Gulf of Mexico, and the winds are a factor with this front, and so we are expecting to see winds of up to 20 miles per hour, gusts of maybe even 25 miles per hour as the front moves on through. You can see the rain. It's just sitting here right on top of us. This is where the front is, and so once this front comes on through, it's going to help to usher in some colder temperatures just in time for this weekend. Not much happening on land right now, but we're just now starting to see it affect parts of Holmes Beach, Anna Maria Island, and we are going to be getting those showers continuing to come on throughout the afternoon today. Embedded in that band of rain are some thunderstorms as well, so we have a 70% chance of these rain showers for this afternoon, and then we're going to be seeing clearing skies. It is going to be a beautiful day on Saturday and Sunday and Monday, just in time for the holiday weekend. We are going to be seeing some really pretty weather, but it is going to be much cooler as well. So the entire state is looking at the possibility of thunderstorms as this frontal system comes on through, but it's only for one day, and then we're going to be seeing beautiful sky conditions all across the state of Florida tomorrow. 73 degrees right now, so we reached our warmest reading about an hour ago of 74, and it's just going to go downhill from here. So we're looking at dew points that are high, the humidity is high, and winds are coming in out of the south in advance of that front at 20 miles per hour. And all around our region, we're looking at cloudy conditions. In Venice, it's already dropped to 65 degrees as we get more clouds coming through and also the rain. And look at the northern part of the state, and you can see all of that colder weather going to move on down across the central, into the central parts of Florida, and of course, covering into our area too. So this is what we're going to be experiencing over the next couple of days, is we're going to keep that colder weather around for an entire week. And we have small craft advisories in effect for boaters today. Winds are going to be out of the south at 10 to 20 knots, seas 2 to 4 feet. It will be choppy out on the bay and inland waters. We've got a chance of showers for tonight, then cloudy weather until tomorrow, and we're looking at an overnight low of 56 degrees. So colder tonight, colder tomorrow by a good 10 degrees, and you'll notice that we keep those temperatures in the low 60s all the way through the holiday weekend, and we don't see them climb back up for all week long. Scott?
Wendy, thank you. General Motors is making the first mass-produced autonomous car that doesn't have a steering wheel or pedals. The automaker has filed a petition with the federal government seeking permission to put the vehicles on the road sometime next year without human drivers. The Chevrolet Bolt is being tested, but the company has not announced how many will be made. Delta Airlines is upgrading its fleet with more efficient planes to help reduce costs. But the airline could see another benefit from these new planes, and that's more premium seating. Paid upgrades to first class or Comfort Plus seating grew more than 25%, helping to generate an additional $200 million during the final 3 months of last year. Google Chrome's parental control program is being phased out starting today. Google says new internet supervision features are in the works that will be released later this year. But in the meantime, the company is offering a replacement option. Users are being directed to a new Google Chrome program for Android devices called Family Link. That program is currently only available in 4 countries, including the United States. Still to come in your Suncoast News, soon you'll be able to get on the inside scoop into famous quarterback Tom Brady's daily life. We'll tell you about the new show that he's putting together and where you can watch it.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
You can do something about a crime, any crime, and you can receive a reward of up to $3,000 cash. Call Crime Stoppers with information about criminal activity, unsolved crimes, drug dealers, fugitive criminals, stolen property, illegal weapons. Call 366-TIPS. You will remain anonymous. Visit SarasotaCrimeStoppers.com. Download the Crime Stoppers P3 mobile app from the Apple iTunes Store or Google Play. Call Crime Stoppers 366-TIPS. Paid for by the Attorney General's Office, Crime Stoppers Trust Fund.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on MySuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at MySuncoast.com/dining.
And now it's time for dessert. Stephen, I brought you back in to tell us about these adorable little jars.
We do these great desserts. We know that our food is delicious and it's a lot. So when we wanted to do desserts, we want to do something a little bit smaller so you don't feel like you're getting a giant dessert. We have our campfire s'more, cookie and chocolate crumbs on the bottom. We got a chocolate mousse and then a marshmallow top that's toasted. We have our banana pudding, vanilla wafers, and then a creme brulee banana top, and then the peanut butter pumpkin pecan custard that we're doing with the molasses whipped cream with candied ginger for the fall and the winter.
Because it's seasonal and it's cloudy out today and it's cooling down and you can. Stephen, thanks so much. It's been a great visit over at Brick Smoked Meats. Remember to come down to the farmers market tomorrow, get your sandwich and your mimosa, and enjoy the great food, lunch, dinner, happy hour. Remember, it's about the smoke and time. Have a great and a delicious weekend, everybody.
Judy, you do the same. Thank you so much. ABC is picking up a new series inspired by the life and legacy of singer Selena Quintanilla. Her father and sister will serve as producers, according to reports by Variety. The series will focus on Alex Guerra, a chart-topping award-winning pop star who has been estranged from her family. Quintanilla was murdered in 1995 by her former employee. An air date for the upcoming pilot has not yet been announced. The next reality TV celebrity could be an NFL star quarterback. Tom Brady, have you heard of him? Well, a 5-time Super Bowl winner is releasing a documentary series on Facebook Watch called Tom vs. Time. 6 episodes will showcase Brady's pursuit of a 6th championship ring at the age of 40 and the personal aspects of his home life, Brady's wife and 3 children. Parents are, as well, have been a big part of the series, and they will all share their personal feelings. A release date for the series, though, has not been announced. I look forward to that. I'm a sports fan. And,
yeah.
You know, doing what he's doing at age 40, an NFL quarterback, I mean, I think he's been in the league, what, 17, 18 years?
That's amazing,
pretty amazing,
isn't it?
Playing at that level.
Wow, wow. I just want to remind everybody you can always keep up with us on your app.
Yep.
And also, Bob Harrigan will be in tonight to let you know what we can expect for the weekend.